I wanted to show you guys a walkthrough video of how you'll navigate the class when you're in Blackboard, just so that I can explain where to find everything and how the class is going to work. So when you first open up the class in Blackboard, you'll come to this page. It's the welcome page, and that'll be the home page that you'll always come to. You can click here to watch an introduction video about me, and there's my contact information. You'll also find some additional links down here. These are like for the Writing Center or the library. These just mostly go to other USM websites that might help you if you need something as far as the university goes. In this folder, I have a few of the different class policies and procedures. Here's the information about your textbook and the drop dates and things like that. This folder here also has my contact information and then some information about grading and the late work policy, which I have explained in a lot of different places, but basically there won't be any late work accepted unless you have an excused absence from the university. You have to go to the Student Affairs office and provide documentation, and then they can let me know if your absence is excused, and then that is the only way to be able to turn in late assignments. So basically you have to be having an emergency or something serious going on in order to turn in anything late. And then here's some information about the Office for Disability Accommodations. And then these are the statements about academic integrity and plagiarism. So please just make sure to read through these. These are also explained in the syllabus supplement. It's written in a lot of different places just because it's really important. We want to make sure that you understand what would be considered academic dishonesty. Just things obviously like copying someone else's work, but also things like copying a quote from a website or another source and then just not using proper citations for it, like putting things in quotation marks and saying, where did you find your information from? Also, another thing that is considered academic dishonesty would be using a paper that you've already written for a different class or an assignment that you've already written. Even though you have done the work, you've already turned it in for a different class. And so that is considered self-plagiarism, which is against university policy. So please make sure all that your work is original and you have documented where you found all your information by citing your sources properly. And then just a few other things just about online communications in general. Okay, so then from there, I'm going to go to this called content folders. This is where you're going to find the majority of the information for the class. This is probably the most important one, this one called content folders, because every week we're going to have an announcement about what's due that week, what's happening in class. So if you just check here, it will tell you everything that you need to do. So for example, and I will show you in week 2, it gives all these different things that are going to be due during week 2, and then if you click here, it will give you a lecture video of the chapter that we're going over that week in class. So you want to be sure to always check these content folders and follow along with the syllabus to make sure that you've got what you need for each week. And then these will not be showing up right now, so don't panic if you don't see these. They are timed so that they come up as the weeks progress through the semester. This folder has some technical resources. It has a lot of different links. You're not going to need to use all of these, but this is just sort of a how-to guide on a lot of different things. If you need to do some research in the library, you would look here and that would tell you how to do that. A lot of the classes will be using APA formatting, so those links will help with that. Here's the Student Success Center, the Writing Center, and then one of the ones that you will need for this class is how to do video, how to upload your video into Blackboard, and also how to do YouTube or Vimeo or something like that, because a couple of your assignments will be requiring video. So make sure to look at these. when those come along on the technical resources. This one is where you'll find your syllabus. This gives all the information about the class and all the different policies and everything that you'll need to know. This one is called a syllabus supplement. It is the same for all of the classes in our department. So if you have a couple of different FAM classes, you'll see this in all of the different ones. It's just the different departmental policies. And then this is a video of one of our professors explaining all the different parts of this syllabus supplement. So make sure to look at that, and she'll explain all the different policies and things like that. This is also a really important section called assignments. So this is where you'll actually find like the drop boxes to turn things in, or this is where you'll actually come to take the test. So you can read all the details about them in the syllabus, but when you actually need to turn something in, you'll come to assignments. So we need to turn in a grade communications form. So if you click on this folder, it gives you instructions on what to do. Here's the form, and then here's where you will turn it in. So same thing for all of these different. If you click on each thing, it'll open up a folder with something else in it. So just be sure to look through all these folders, and it'll give you instructions. These have a rubric for those assignments. It'll give you an example of the assignment, and then some of those technical resources are also found in these folders. But again, this is where you would find the Dropbox for that. So just be sure to check out assignments and click on each folder when the time comes. Okay, then we will go to the discussion board. We're going to be having discussion questions throughout the semester, so you'll need to be coming here quite often. This one called Coffee Shop is just if you have a general question that would benefit the whole class. And then this one is for our introductions, so please go to this one soon and introduce yourself to the class. And then again, these will be popping up throughout the semester. You won't be able to see them right now, but as the weeks go on, you'll get your discussion question, and then this is where you'll go to answer those discussion questions. So I'm just going to show you how to do that really quick. You'll click on the discussion board, and then you'll just click Create Thread. Each person needs to create their own new thread, and then you could type a subject, whatever your discussion post is going to be, and then you hit Submit. Okay, and then you'll go here to look at your grades, and just click on that, and it'll take you to the grade book. This one, if you would need to send an email to me, you can click here on Send an Email, and then if you click on Single or Select Users, I'm at the top of the list. So you can click here and then move it over, and then type your email down here. You can also just send me an email out of your USM account. You don't have to do it through Blackboard, but this is just an easy way to make sure you're getting the correct email address. And make sure you take note of how to spell my last name, because if you spell it with an O, it's spelled S-E-N. If you spell it with an O, it won't get to me. So that's the email link. And then the last one is announcements. I will post announcements on here quite often, actually. I'll do due date reminders. If there's anything coming up for the class that you need to know about, I'll put them in announcements. So make sure to check these regularly. I'll let you know if a test is coming up. And then there's already one in here that you'll need to be aware of. These are some changes university-wide as far as your email addresses being different and academic policies being different and things like that. So be sure to check the announcements regularly. So I think that's it for the Blackboard walkthrough. If anything is confusing or you need help further, please let me know.